Como channel station swam sa say POG Media. Political stories and training makers make headlines and a general DV Exum ewa say. Any the only brought you say and the kaya message so my subscribe to the channel. It's a notification bell now for what me a share now for front so inside a Jimmy Akami. Now Oliver nice comment under the comment section. Now your boy Ryan Sema a NPP manufacturer and a omopa hontoma or takradi. And it goes away the update no esomo ewa say. Na speech Afenyo markings the bar on tin so ene obia e bonisem edi amano e wodumadi na se enya asem koto akra no ho be hia se onso hu asem potia Afenyo markings e kan na o kire se NPP amayiko no omo abadwuma pa enya asem koto na ohwe free senior high school omo de ba ya ene etimi aboa ema efie bia mu no enya graduate e wo mu no eno ena se Ghana for ehwe ho na omode eto aba edema NPP amayiko no sanso no tan edanani se emaye ntiti ensema akrofo no eka NDC for efri se omode bibia NPP ebetimi aka se omo ebeye no omo si enye adwuma ne free senior high school no krampo ene omo take claims of it se omo ene etimi edi ebaye ye mu wura na so ye
our minds back to 2014 when the leadership of this country was in the hands of the now opposition leader of the NDC. You remember the fuel shortages that paralyzed our capital city. Businesses ground to a halt. Citizens queued for hours desperately seeking petrol. No fuel signs became a common sight across Accra. This wasn't just an inconvenience. It was a national crisis that threatened our everyday life. Now, contrast that to what we have today. Under the Addo Akuffo Bawumia administration, we haven't even experienced a day of fuel shortages. Not one. This stability, this reliability is what responsible governance looks like. Also, remember the state of our nation under the leadership of the NDC opposition leader. Chronic power outages crippled businesses and households alike. Doomsday was not just a word, it was a national crisis. Our children who passed the BEC had no access to secondary education because their parents could not afford. Today, our free SHS policy provided education to hundreds of thousands of students who would otherwise not have had access to it. It's not just a policy, it's a revolution in access to education. And for the records, at the time our party assumed office under the leadership of Addo Akuffo, the number of students in secondary schools was up to 800,000. In all humility, I am proud to say that per the records, the number of Ghanaian children in secondary school today is up to 1.6 million. Ladies and gentlemen, not only have we made secondary education free, but technical and vocational education training has equally been made free, all under Addo Akuffo. But surprisingly, our opponents who said all these things were not possible have suddenly jumped around the country, making empty promises about a so-called free university education. The Akan saying is, Kwatrekwa, si Obama and Tuma, si anything. Ladies and gentlemen, and fellow patrons, under our industrialization policy, which we call it one district, one factory, we have transformed the industrial landscape of our country. We're creating opportunities for businesses to invest in Ghana. Our opponents have misconstrued this policy to mean that we are giving away free bees to industries. No, what we are doing is to encourage economic growth through tax incentives. Indeed, We are all aware that this country has faced economic headwinds. But consider this: despite these challenges, we've maintained and expanded key social programs that support the most vulnerable in our society. We didn't abandon free SHS when times got tough. We didn't cut healthcare spending. We didn't let our fuel pumps run dry. Instead, we've worked tirelessly to steer Ghana through turbulent global waters, while still pushing forward with transformative legislation and policies. Let's now address the important matter at hand. The NDC is promising change. We must ask ourselves, change to what and for what? A return to the days of forced shortages and economic stagnation? Can we afford to hand the reins of our economy back to those who left us in darkness and queuing for fuel? The answer is a big no. But the choice before us is clear: steady progress with the NPP or a dangerous regression with the NDC. Dr. Mahama Bawumia and Matthew Opoku Prempeh represent the future of Ghana, and I proudly say so. Dr. Bawumia's economic expertise and vision for a digital Ghana are exactly what we need to navigate the complex 21st century global economy. His commitment to innovation, coupled with Opoku Prempeh's proven track record in education reform and robust, reliable, and visionary energy sector leadership, offers Ghana a leadership team ready to take us to the next level. Now I throw a challenge to the NDC. They've sent their attack dogs all over in the media, giving Dr. Bawumia a name. We have not given Mahama a name. But if indeed they believe that Dr. Bawumia is not consistent with his vision, they should stand up for a debate. It is only through a debate that they can expose Dr. Bawumia. If they run away from a debate, then they are the liars and the inconsistent leaders in the country. And
fast forward, yeni kumo ewa channel user channel swam say how say POG Media. Mara se sawa jemre ewa how say political stories set training make headlines. Any jemre na yedi bi exum war na your takradi enya sem koto akradi live feed no ifri ho edi emma war. Na me ka say eye majority leader eye Afenyo Markins and na ono so otimi di na no disem so otimi abato abonten so a enya sem koto akra me ka say eye NPP guru so omo so etimi eboje ne so enya asem kotoa na de okin twatoa omo bon nsem ema no ekra enya asem kotoa ene se NPP amayoko no watimi no wakame no is about time I yeso mo de eto abonten na ye kambom se ba ye frukrom ade na ye konkoden na etimi ewrewrem fiefie mu bebi ebeko bia etimi eprichi eye nipa eye NPP amayoko no aya ebetimi aboa ama omo so etimi awini this coming election December 7th. At this point in time, Dr.
Matthew Opoku Prempeh was there at the Education Ministry. He led the rollout of the free SHS. Somebody who was a professor was there and said free SHS was not possible. Today, she says she's a literature professor. Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh is ready to debate this literature professor. She should not run away. Even if you tag him as arrogant, we know you've done it to Akuffo, it didn't work. He is ready to transform Ghana with his arrogance as a running mate to the flag bearer to become the next vice president. But to those who are frustrated, the middle class, the working class, who are worried, who are feeling the economic pinch, I say this to you. I am a businessman myself. I know the cost of doing business. I know the challenges that we face today. But I can tell you, if it were those people, it would have been worse. Your worries keep us awake every night, and we are working tirelessly to address these challenges. The solution is not to turn back the clock. These gentlemen and women are the same old people who could not transform this country. Is it the Akuffo? Is it the Setekwe? Is it Asedun Katia? Or the one who is leading them? We know their track record. They have not changed. And indeed, in this campaign, they have not said a single thing to tell Ghanaians what they stand for. We say, under Nana Addo Akuffo, that we are introducing free SHS policy. We are bringing industrialization. And under our indefatigable flag bearer, we say the way to go is digitalization. What say them? None. But as we approach the December polls, I urge you to look beyond the rhetoric. Look at the cold facts. Look at the progress we've made, even in the face of global crisis. Look at the groundbreaking laws we have passed, and let us have the hope for the future. Now to my party members, all of us have had our own share of frustrations in the party. But the way to go is to accept that there's always a future for all of us. Fellow patriots, you may be a senior today and your junior may overtake you. You may go through painful experiences today, but there is always a tomorrow. As a senior member of this party once told me, in the fullness of time, all things align. Have faith in the future government of Bawumia Matiopoku Prempe. His Excellency the President is only one person. It is possible through his leadership, he may have done something to hurt you. But equally, many of us have had opportunity to serve under his government. Either within the first 4 years or even in the injury time. Even for those of us, the injury time appointees, we are celebrating. How much more those of you who had 4 years in government or 6 years in government? Don't give up. Let us work together and win more. To our parliamentarians, I say kudos to all of you. I thank you for your support through your steadfastness and resilience. Although we have a very tight parliament, we have a majority of one. You've worked so hard, we have succeeded thus far. But we have some few months ahead of us. I want to encourage you to please make yourself available to support the cause of government. Let's finish hard. Let's finish hard. There's a prize awaiting us. And to all parliamentary candidates, let me plead with you. Enough of the reconciliation. Move on. Fight hard. Campaign day and night. Go to every household. Go to every household. We don't have time to settle disputes. Fight for this party the way you fight to save a sister. Fight for this party the way you fight to save a mother. Fight for this party. We need our numbers in parliament. In 2020 elections, in Central Region, our president won 19 seats in Central Region, but just 10 seats in parliament. That is why we are having challenges. We don't want that again under Bawumia government. Let's get our numbers and win together. And we have done better in every aspect of the economy than any government in the Fourth Republic. God bless you. God bless us all. God bless our homeland Ghana and the New Patriotic Party. Thank you so much indeed.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Labour Party in Africa. Be happy. Be fired up. Be ready. We are winning this election. We are winning this election. We are winning this election.
We are some of the course of channel, so I'm not saying what say so bad any Addo Domania. A Basamba Brahman chasing so at me Akroma. Bawumia so much subscribe to the channel. Aha, a POG Media.